Alright, so welcome back to another video. This is your girl Miss Beth again, and I just really want to talk quickly. I hope I can be quick. I want you guys to start loving the videos. I don't know, not to start, because a lot of you have been doing that, appreciating, but I would like to see more involvement. But this one I got up and I said, Beverly, just stay focused. You've been here before and before and before, and you just have to learn and remember to just be thankful. Because, sometimes, as I said, on YouTube land, there's certain things that garner views, and then there are certain things that is not appealing to anyone, no matter how positive it is, no matter how uplifting it might be, no matter how much lessons can be learned. That's not what YouTube streets want. They want funny things, they want adventures, they want, those things. So let me just do this video for those who enjoy what we do. And I'm doing this video because there's so many of you out there who you're running charities and you're running, you're reaching out, you're putting out numbers, and people are supporting. And one of the things that, as I watch some videos where people have supported to buy, because some people, when I don't want my name to be called if I do something out there, but this video really is to talk to the people who are receiving the funds to help other people. Get my point? Do not, I'm talking to the people who go out in the field, they see great needs, and people send funds, and then they go out and they meet up with these people. And yes, they do it on camera because they want transparency. They want to make sure that the people who send the funds see that the person who is to get it, they get it. But today my video is from good intentions to wise giving. And this is just a lesson from the heart. If you notice, when I do my thing, I do vouchers, right? So you're my beautiful MPP family. You are my beautiful visitors and new subscribers. Thank you and welcome to the MVP family. Today I just want to share a reflection, just a reflection that's close to me, about giving, about helping, and about truly making a difference. When I came home here to Jamaica, one of the first things I did was give back to the primary school that I have been connected to, only because when I returned to Jamaica in 1999, as I said over and over again, I received my first teaching assignment here in Jamaica in that school. I also donated to a church because they've been doing their roof and decking the roof, taking off the zinc and donating the zinc. So I made sure, I said, let me help to get the zinc to the school that they were donating some of the zinc to. And we also when the church had a crusade, and I made sure funds went so they could buy vouchers for newly baptized people and visitors. I really don't like when we have these crusades as Seventh-day Adventists, and we go in the bookstore and the West Jamaica Conference, or which other conferences that we are affiliated to, and we get these old books, Desire of Ages, all these books from Ellen G. White days, and we push them on people. Those books, let me tell you about reading a little bit, not getting into it. For people to be interested in reading, the reading has to be friendly. And you could have the best information in books, but if the font size is not correct, People are not interested to read a whole lot of words on any page. That's the reality of it. You give children, what's the book? They have certain books now that they have like comic strip type, the bubbles and the conversations going on. Kids will read through a thousand of those books because it's not a lot of jump, words. It is enough words to carry the story without all the unnecessary things. So when somebody comes to a crusade and probably they're farmers, they never finished school, they don't, what are you giving them these books for? I don't care what message is in there. If people cannot read, they'd rather listen to the stories. So you can't just every time crusade, all you can give out is a book. These are books that I don't even enjoy reading them. I like a good story with a picture to them and to kind of guide me. But just to get up and you're reading how much pages of, you have to really be in it. So I send funds, I ask them, please steer away from just these books that you have sitting in the storerooms that are not selling, and to use these crusades to just give them out to people. Give them a voucher. So I sent the funds to them to start that. Buy a voucher. A lot of them coming there, they're hungry. If they're farmers and they could plant the dasheen and the yam and the that, then give them a voucher so they can buy one little piece of meat and some oil. That's a common sense thing. I mean, maybe I'm weird, but I have to look at things logically. I want when people get things, it makes sense. And so maybe, as I said, maybe I'm just old and, but I think it is more appreciated. So giving has always been a part of who I am. I'm a server, I'm a giver. I help to get things done because it brings me joy. But today I want to talk about something I've learned the hard way, and it is the difference between giving and helping. The difference between giving and helping. Because since COVID, and I got on this in the streets of YouTube here, I have been just evaluating situations, and from that time I said, God has been so good to me. I'm talking about me and my kids. COVID happened, we continued to work, we got salaries. My husband was an essential worker, but we all were working. We all had a salary coming in every 2 weeks. And so my thing, before that, I give back, I ship many barrels here to Jamaica. And then I turn around and feel guilty when I said, well, the barrel is there, I got a call today, barrel is there. And then, oh Lord, me not have the money. And I never get angry. I said, they didn't ask me for a barrel. I sent it, so I couldn't expect them to find money to go clear it. So then I clear it as well. Get them, send money for them to hire a vehicle to go get it. It's unfortunate sometimes, a lot of people just bite the hands that feed them, but I don't worry about it. I just keep going. But when we were giving during those days, during COVID coming on, helping people to rebuild, I learned some valuable lessons. Because for years, I believed that buying items for those in need was the best way to help. Before COVID, there was a supermarket here in Jamaica, Super Plus. Super Plus allowed me to stay in America, get online, and shop for my grandmother, my aunt, my husband, and his mom. I would go on there and I just pick up things that I feel that they needed without even asking them if they needed that or if they had some of that already or what. I just went down and just buy for 4 people. Four sets of stuff. And my husband would go to Black River when they call him and tell him things are ready, and he would come home and bring the bags to who should get the bags. So all of that time, everything, it was from my heart. I wanted to feel like, I just wanted to give back. And so then I realized that what I wanted for them may not be things, as I said, that they needed. And some of the things sometimes was useful, but they could have used something differently, something else. Then there's giving cash, something so many of us have done. We give 5,000, 10,000, thinking this will help. A lot of people in the foreign countries, they will send money and they will send it to people here, said they're our hands and feet. They can go pick it up at the Western Union and get it to the people who are in need and give. And a lot of people, as I said, they go on the camera and they count out the funds and they hand it over, right? And that is it. But what we never thought about is, what of this money that you send? You work hard for your money. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I work hard for my money. I send this money Western Union to help. Because I see the devastation. I see people sleeping, holes in roof, water coming in when it rains, and all of the rest of it. But what if this money, when it comes, they go to alcohol and tobacco? What if they're not using it to make any changes at all? What if they get 10,000 and they feel like, 10,000 of them pocket for go sport instead of buying a new sheet of zinc put up on the roof? Because that's what I see happen. A lot of people got funds, and the funds never go to better themselves. People have to again send money to help build up something to make themselves better. A lot of them have land. They have so much land around them homes where they live, and then don't bush it down and say, make them plant 2 grain of corn, 2 grain of peas. Let me plant little callaloo seed or so. They do nothing. They just sit down there looking and begging. If they could just send something, and people just come together and send something. But that's something, when it gets to Jamaica, I think that it should not be given to them. Because when they go and they buy alcohol and they buy tobacco, they still come back, sit down again and look. Them still need food, or they can't pay them rent, or them still have no mattress for them child to sleep on. Them still a look for more come, and more coming, and they still don't do. So for me, I shifted, and I started thinking that today, when I give vouchers, not cash. And what vouchers do, guys? A voucher, I go directly to the hardware store, I pay with my card. When the hairdresser here, when she never asked for anything, but she came, and when I said, where's the store? Because she wear her shirts with her business on it, her thing on it. And I said, so where's the shop? Where's the store? She showed me her bag. She said, that's the shop. That was such a big laugh out loud. I didn't expect that response. But she showed me her bag. She said, that's her shop. Right? And she said, boy, Miss Beverlyson, she have 2 girls in high school, Westwood High School. She has a little boy like Kayla's age going to primary school. She's helping her sister with her daughter. So she has all these kids living in her house that she's providing for. She's paying bills for. She's paying, books to be bought, taxi fares, all of that. And so she said, I really want to put up a little shop, Miss Bev, so people can come and get them hair done in it. But for now, me just have to keep going to people's house, because me don't have the space anywhere for them to come. And I did come on my platform and mention it briefly, but again, I just felt bad that I was asking for too much, and I withdraw. I didn't mention it again. But my son, he reached out and he says, Mommy, the lady who needs it, the shop, I'm going to send you something to help her. And my son sent me something, and I went to the hardware. I didn't give her the cash. I went to the hardware. I said, what are the things you still need? She told me the cement, the lots, the ply. And I said, you don't need window and door as well? And she said, oh yes, Miss Bev. And I said, meet me at the hardware store. And she came, I went down there and she came there and we met and I ordered the things she needed. And I just let them unswipe my card. In that, because she has so much going on at home with 4 kids in school, food, everything, I know that you give that amount of money, it is very easy to say, boy, I go borrow a little bit here and then put it back. And it never get put back and the shop will never get built. But when you go out and purchase the goods, she's working on her shop there now. Took her a while to pick them up from the hardware store because she needs somebody to help her. I'll attach a video here at the end of this video so you can see her literally in her boots helping pouring cement and helping with her shop. They started the foundation and what have you. So that's what I start doing. I do vouchers. We did the scholarship fund the other day. We did so much. All vouchers. The 2 top students in math, they got 30,000 apiece. The rest of the students who passed, they got 15,000 apiece. And all the kids who they took it but didn't do well, they're going to comprehensive high schools, they got $5,000 apiece. But everything is a voucher. That means the money's mommy or daddy can say, Lord, whatever, whatever. No, they have to go to a bookstore and purchase what the money is intended to be purchased. We did the Christmas voucher, food voucher again. I found a supermarket that would spend time to print up the vouchers for us. And again, the vouchers were purchased, the kids were given, they got their vouchers. Parents have no choice but to go into that supermarket and buy food with the vouchers. And the vouchers, they specify no alcoholic beverage, no smoking stuff. So it has to buy food for the kids. So when I pay with my card, I ensure that things get done, right? And this way, dignity is preserved and my gift goes towards something lasting. That is the point, something lasting. So let me tell you a little bit about how to create the voucher partnerships so you can think about it too. You know, you can think about it too. Unless you get in the funds and you're going directly to buy the goods, then if you are giving the funds to an individual, you can first reach out to whatever it is you're supporting. If it's a school, for books, go to find a bookstore, pay them, and they will create the voucher for you to give to the person, and you have your receipt. Find out if there are particular supermarkets or bookstores or hardware stores that they have a relationship with. If they don't, find the nearest one to them and go purchase the things for them and pay on your card, and so you have that for reference later. Some people, they do things and they get back credit on their taxes. You know, it's what it is. So speak to a manager at that business and clearly explain your intentions, that you want to sponsor vouchers for specific students or families, and would like to arrange it within a set time frame. And I didn't do time frames because I didn't put it on the voucher because I didn't know if kids were on vacation somewhere, or, well, honestly, I didn't think of it. I just thought that in my head, I'm thinking September. So within July, August, when they get their book list, they should head out early before books get short. And so I didn't think of time frames. Step 3, supply them with the names of the people who should be coming in to get the stuff so they can come with an ID. What you don't want to happen is for people to sell the vouchers. So you want whoever name is on the voucher, they are the people showing up to use the vouchers. Give them a printed list or emailed list with who the vouchers are for, how much each one should be, and the preferred item type, books, groceries, materials, etc. And right, and they let you prepay on your card and hold the funds until the recipients collect. So, in this case, it's organized, it's dignified, and it is traceable. And best of all, it brings peace of mind that the help is truly helping. It's too hard when you send funds to help do something, and when you look, you see a video come out, and when you glimpse, nothing got done. Nothing. So you're looking like, where did the money I sent go? Where did it go? You know, nothing gets done. But if these people who are able to independently build for themselves, if we give them vouchers to go do what they need to do, then I'm sure more things will get done, and people who are giving their hard-earned monies will see exactly what their monies have been doing. So God bless all of the people here in Jamaica who started this thing where they were building, you know. I'm glad I was part of it in the beginning when it started right there in St. Elizabeth, when we got out there and just started building 2 bedrooms, you know, putting in refrigerator, some people getting deep freeze, some getting chicken. The most heart-rending thing is like people who got chickens. Like I remember doing 150 chickens for people, and at the end of the day, not one chicken was bought to replace to continue building. Not one chicken. You send the money to buy the feed. I remember we bought pigs. I bought the tank for the pig, the water for the pigs to get the water. They had the nipples to suck on. I don't know what happened to those things, because I don't see one pig was replaced in that pen. There was another situation where I bought pigs again for 2 people, and they raised the pigs, and as soon as the pigs reached size, now you bought a pig for 8,000, and you sell it for 26,000, and you didn't buy 4 pigs back or 3 more pigs and buy the feed for them. I buy 2 and bought the feed, and would think that this was an investment. And no, people are weird. People are weird. And then they still look and, oh, things are hard. But when you try to help them build, they don't want to build. It's like people want to sit and think that you should just keep sending to them when you don't even know them. So that is what came to my head, you know, when we talk about giving, that instead of sending cash to the people who are in need, we should buy vouchers and let them get what they need to get it done. So if you're a returning resident or even a resident abroad, if you're someone with a heart to give, I'm just saying to you guys, give wisely, give with dignity, and give with love and strategy. You're not just helping someone today, you're shaping what tomorrow looks like for them. So if they need a room, let's get the stuff. Let them come. Let them get somebody to build. But don't send the money, because the money is going to go into other things, and then they're still going to sit there looking for people to still send funds to help them build the same thing that 2 or 3 other people already sent money to get done. Some people just send money and walk away. They don't care if it gets done or not. But we can't do that, because somebody else, the needs in Jamaica are so great, especially in the rural areas. The needs are so great that it makes sense that if we're helping, when we're helping, that if we send to help John Brown, then we need to make sure that John Brown got did what was needed to be done, that they got it done. And so instead of giving John Brown 3 helpings, we can help 2 other families who are really, really in need. But that's just my take on the matter, guys. That's just the idea that came to my head. Because just think about it. Sometimes the best help is not what we give, but how we give it. I learned it from just picking up groceries, staying in America picking up groceries. When I would buy ketchup and all of those things, I would buy all these things I would think they would need and wanted. And in the long run, sometimes Auntie says, boy, Bev, I really like the ketchup on my food. And you know, and then I realized, you know, but because they were older too, I said, instead of sending money for them to have to travel into Black River to go shop, I just thought I was doing the best for them when my husband was able to drive to down to Black River and the food was already there and he'd just bring it and deliver it to them. So that's how the thing goes. This is your girl, Miss Bev. I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say here in the video, but just leave your comments and questions if you have them. And thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for sharing. Please share them so I could continue to grow. And watch the ads when they roll around. I know they're long, but remember, Miss Bev videos are mostly talking videos. So you can always just let it run while you do what you're doing, and so the ads can run as well. So make it a great day by choice as always. Let no one steal your joy, but just stand firm, stay focused. Remember to keep your hand in the hands of that man who stills the waters and calms the sea, and you know that he will make a way for you. So today I hope that doors will be open for each and every one of you, doors that will fit the needs in your life, and so that you may feel more fulfilled. Take care, my people. Love you.